kicker. That's Cameron Dicker, set to get us started. And off we go from Cleveland. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here comes the Ravens on offense and the man in charge. Jackson now on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Morgan. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. From the 22 now, here's a 2nd and 7. Jackson options out left. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. Jackson. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. That is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. A right side run with Patterson. And he'll work down inside the 45.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
False start, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Here's Jackson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. The defense is always talking about not letting Lamar Jackson get comfortable. A good job there on his opening drive of making him uncomfortable.
And you're talking about doing it so early in the game because all week long there's been anxiety on the defensive side of the ball. How do we keep this guy hemmed in? How do we tackle him? To get it done that early, that's got to feel great for them.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And they will be led out by their 6'6" quarterback.
All right, I know it's something that every team says every season, but they genuinely believe that this is their year, and having him at quarterback is a big part of that. They think he's poised for a huge season and can really be the type of player that brings out the best of each weapon that they have on this offense. Behind that type of performance, their goals are high. They envision a lot of wins and finishing among the league's best on their side of the ball.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Tucker. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He was covered by Patrick Queen.
Back to throw. Tucker. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on first down. Tucker. Throw out wide to Walker. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Third down throw incomplete as well.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? Third and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on third and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Gets this complete to Butte. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up second down. To throw is Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 43. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. Jackson, options out left. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Holding offense.
That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Now a dump off here complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
At the Browns' 36-yard line.
Jackson now off the bootleg. He's got the hook up with Conley. He's brought down to the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. First down marker at the 8. Jackson going to keep it running right. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he will be very close to a 4th down.
I bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on 4th down. Throwing is Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. Patterson bowling his way into the end zone. It's a touchdown. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. There he goes, right side. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Coming in, he really likes his chance of having a big year based on a terrific long season. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Back to Walker on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
And going right back to Walker. And very little daylight there. They'll get a couple up to the 44.
At the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football. Here is 3rd and 5. As they've got it as we resume action. From the gun on 3rd down. Tucker. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
Come on, you serious, dog?
This is one of the dangers of going for the punt block.
And you know before you even call going for the block, it's a risk-reward play. So many factors come into it. They went after it, and you know punters, what they do? They leave their leg up in the air an extra count or two, hoping someone comes into contact.
On 1st down, Tucker. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Ravens' 41-yard line.
Looking to throw. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And holding it, maybe the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Straight ahead, Patterson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on third down. Jackson now. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
And this is a commentary in today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. Here's Walker to start the drive. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Operating from the gun, Tucker. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 47-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Nelson. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who is shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. On 3rd down, Jackson. That is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. The sack there by Roquan Smith. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. And a fair catch is taken here a step or two inside the 45-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 44. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And Conley's got it over the middle. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 3 at the 49-yard line.
Jackson. And pass complete. Here's Butte with it. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3-and-out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a 1st after a gain of about 9. 2nd down and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
On the option right is Jackson. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately.
Well, I would have figured up to the 9-yard run on the previous play. Getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was. And now it's 3rd down.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Jackson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3-and-out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
To throw on 2nd down, Tucker. This is the tight end, Njoku.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he
nowhere to go here, he lost the football. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Cleveland offense making their way out. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They go play action here on first down. He's got this into the hands of Barkley coming across the field. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On first and 10, Tucker. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll toss this out right to Walker. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
On third down, Tucker. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Back to throw. Tucker. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On second down, it's Walker. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 49 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are back within a score. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Ravens 14, Browns 7.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And the Ravens taking the field. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Handoff running left, Patterson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now Jackson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now it's Jackson. Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 45-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Jackson on first down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit.
And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good, and then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? And he's brought down at the 24 after they'll use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Morgan. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so they went back to him in his first read in his cover. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And Jackson throwing once more. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. It's a loss of 4, and what ought to be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit. And it's the Rams who have the lead in the second quarter. The Rams still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, it's off to Jacksonville to see what's going on with the Jags. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. 3 touchdown passes there for Trevor Lawrence. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Bills trying to hold on and claim victory. This has certainly
Coach,
been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, but we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
It's taken in right around the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tucker, he finds his man, complete. That's Black. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Here now a 3rd down and 8. Looking to throw. Tucker. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Here's more on the return. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now Patterson to start the drive. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Play action. Now Jackson. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 46 yards. And the Ravens are able to stretch out their lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Tucker now to add the point after. It's good, and it's 21-10. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's Mark Andrews who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Off the play fake. Tucker. Quick hitter here. It's complete. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 4.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Well, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
Jackson's throw complete there to Conley. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. And he's got it. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. They'll try again. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
And you can forgive this defense just a bit here. They know how dangerous Lamar Jackson is running the football. Stopping him is in many ways a prime concern. So here, they're late to react to the handoff on the option, and it costs them as this winds up a touchdown.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 3. Operating from the gun, Tucker. And that one almost intercepted. Could have been his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Tucker. And he's got the hook up here. That's Mooney. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the 1st down in the process.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Walker now at 1st and 10. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Back to throw. Tucker. He finds his man, complete. That's Black. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Tucker working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 19. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
They brought in a heavy set on third down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a first down.
Throwing on first down. Tucker. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Off play action. Tucker. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up third and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be caught from Browns. Touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Browns are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
And he had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him this one, as you might imagine. He threw that one with confidence and assuredness.
And I noticed that the celebration a little bit more subdued than his first touchdown pass last year as a rookie.
Yeah, he certainly is acting like he's done it before.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
At the 33-yard line.
Jackson options out left. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield.
Holding offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. We always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Another big play right there. And this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson, option right, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
And they've just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. This now a 3rd and 4. To throw is Jackson. Caught here by Conley. And he will have a Ravens first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
First down, Baltimore.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Second and 12 at the 38.
Patterson on the draw play. And he'll take this one down to the 36. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Jackson. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Divine Diablo dropping him behind the line of scrimmage.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking the lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
3rd and 8. Now it's Jackson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Myles Garrett able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
This has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Cleveland offense making their way out. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Black. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 41-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Trying the left side with Walker. And they're knocking on the door now. As a quarter on there, going to
take this to about the 10-yard line. 84 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Off the bootleg. Tucker. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Tucker. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Looking to throw. Tucker. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secure. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, old momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the 1st. Again, Jackson. And he's got it to Patterson, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Browns 28-yard line.
Out of the gun, a run with Patterson. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Jackson now.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Now it's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it, complete.
And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Jackson.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Play action. It's Jackson. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. On 3rd and goal, they're going to run the action. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Tucker. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. Throwing on 3rd and long. Tucker. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Looking deep here for Mooney. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Turnover on down.
That'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 18-yard line.
He finds his man, complete. It's Morgan. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. 3rd down, here's Patterson. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
But forget knowing where the 1st down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Justin Tucker to kick off.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film section in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Jackson on 1st down. He's got his man. It's Andrews.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
They'll run with Patterson.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Jackson from the shotgun.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Tucker's kick is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Browns set to take over. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
The D can only stop it 1 more time as they take the knee.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1, and to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent.